Hello everyone, my name is Eliana Copley and I am a current graduate student at the New York University College of Public Global Health. I am about to present to you my Mass Casualty Transportation Disaster Plan based out of Montefiore Medical Center, New York. Montefiore Medical Center is a hospital located in New York, New York. In New York, there is an abundance of mass transportation. Thus, Montefiore has to be ready for any form of mass transportation casualty, disaster, or accident. Montefiore specializes in having a passion for healing, teaching, and discovery, as well as they are premier in their academic medical center and always put their patients and the community first. Montefiore's mission statement is as follows. Our values define our philosophy of care. They shape our actions and motivate and inspire us to pursue excellence and achieve the goals we have set forth for the future. Our values include humanity, innovation, teamwork, diversity, and equity. The base plan. The purpose of providing a mass casualty transportation disaster plan for Montefiore is to serve as a comprehensive disaster assessment and relief plan that ensures the utmost efficient emergency management to limit the number of casualties in the event of a mass casualty transportation disaster. The concept of operations, which we will identify in the following slides, assists in providing a strict guideline for the first aid responders to adhere to in the event of emergency. My base plan has identified mutual aid agreements with the following organizations based out of the Metro New York City area: the Fire Department of New York City, Health and Mental Hygiene Department of Health, Police Department of New York City, Department of Transportation, New York City, and Information Privacy, the Mayor's Office of Information Policy. We will now walk through my concept of operations, which includes organizational structure, organizing and coordinating, operational activities, the circumstance matrix, and surge capacity. My mass casualty transportation disaster plan implements a horizontal leadership which allows for autonomy and in decision making, and vertical leadership which allows for clarity when making decisions in the subcategories of first aid responders. Organizing and coordinating involves both internal and external communications to flow before the incident command system's directive. Thus, all communications have to go through the incident command system and be okayed or verified by the incident commanders of the emergency disaster. Operational activities. The two leaders who are responsible for making key decisions when presented with a mass transportation casualty accident will be the Chief Executive Officer of Montefiore, as well as the President of Transportation in New York City. The circumstance matrix allows the opportunity for other organizations who would not usually be those who respond to disaster emergencies, such as Water Emergency Transportation Authority, otherwise known as WETA, to step in and assist during first aid, relief, recovery, and response efforts. My mass transportation disaster plan identifies that Montefiore has the ability or the surge capacity of 50 victims. This allows for the incident commanders to have a better understanding as to the number of victims or patients Montefiore is able to provide medical assistance for. Past 50 victims, the other victims must be redirected to another local medical facility in order to ensure that all of the mass casualty victims receive the necessary individualized medical treatment. Next, we will walk through the 3 annexes of my disaster plan. Threat and hazard identification and risk assessment allows for the incident commander and the incident command system to predetermine various threats, natural, technological, and human caused, that are at risk for the New York City tri-state area. Some natural disasters include tsunamis and hurricanes. Various technological issues or threats could be power outages or system shutdown. Lastly, man-made threats include active shooters, terrorism, which could be violent, or terrorism, which could also be biological. Provided for you is the Incident Command Systems chart. This chart lays out a diagram that can easily be called upon or referred to in the event of a mass transportation casualty incident. As you can see, the incident commander will be the standing or active current Montefiore Medicine Chief Executive Officer, as well as the New York City President of Transit Authority. We can follow the chart to see which positions will be fulfilled by which individuals, all divided among various organizations throughout the tri-state area. In developing a mass transportation casualty disaster plan, we must provide an outline for a training seminar. This allows the opportunity for various departments of first aid responders and various employees at the Montefiore Hospital to better understand the capacity to which a mass transportation casualty accident might have on the community. Within the training seminar, we have outlined the objectives of the training seminar, which are to teach and treat various patients, the target audience, which are the various first responders, the facilitator, who are the incident commanders who will be holding this training seminar, the duration of this training seminar, which is projected to be 4 hours, and the projected outcome of this training seminar, which is to inform and educate the various employees and first aid responders who will be responsible for responding and providing relief efforts to the various victims in the event of a transportation emergency. In summary, the goal of a mass casualty transportation disaster plan is to provide command and control during a very hectic or projected to be hectic time, to allow for efficient communication through and between the incident command system, to allow for early recognition and surveillance of such emergency disaster, and to provide the resources needed for conducting a thorough investigation before, during, and after the presented transportation disaster emergency. Here are my references that I have used throughout this presentation. Thank you so much for watching.